Hello, welcome back to Factorio. Reverse Mega Base. I did what I said I would do. I set up some stations for all the tech cards, set the trains going, and even did a blueprint for a double high grid station squares. So let's actually, in episode 4, do some actual making of things. Get some bloody labs doing stuff. Shall we? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Quantum computers. I would like some quantum computers, please. Wouldn't we all? Quantum computers in Krastorio make the science cards as fast as any of the others. Faster, sorry, than any of the others. Crafting speed 3. And you have to have quantum computers for some of the later tech cards, but thankfully you can make yellow and purple cards in the research servers, but they only have a crafting speed of 1, so... Are the robots on their way? Here they are. Thank you. Quantum computer. It looks like this. They're very loud. Also, I should probably be putting down... Should probably have beacons and Singularity beacons here. Right. Which station am I on? Turn the station names on. Singularity tech cards. We're going to start with Singularity tech cards. And we'll see how easy this is. Production modules. As many beacons around as will go. It's going to be this many. I like to do the L's like this when there's an odd space like that. Should probably also have... It's crazy to me that we're this far in and we're not... Hello? Oh, they're already in there. Why isn't alt mode on? What a travesty. Singularity tech cards need 3 things, which is why they're in the single height grid square. Advanced tech cards are going to need 4 things, and getting 4 things in and 1 thing out isn't really going to work. So I've designed a double wide. It's not really double wide, is it? It's double high. Don't know why I called it that. Grid, it's the same. It just is taller. I also have a blueprint here for some... Oh, excuse me. A blueprint here for trains. I've got a loading station here, or a depot, I should call it. Science has stopped because the trains are going to their main stations now and very slowly filling up. So the science will go. We'll keep an eye on this up there in the top right hand corner for the mining productivity to suddenly start ticking up. We need to know exactly how fast we would like this to be. So let's build it by some power for now, and we said 5,000 per minute, which thankfully is not that bad. It's going to be about 9 or 10 of them. Let's try and get it to 8 with some Singularity beacons, but we need to know, actually, in terms of transport belts, if this is... I mean, I really should have just said the target is 5,400 per minute. I don't know why I've said 5,000. I should just do 5,400 because that is an entire purple belt. And that's kind of what we're simulating already. The issue with that is that this is designed for 5,000. Let's stick with 5,000. It's kind of awkward, but it gives us some space on the belts to not worry about full compression and stuff. Which is bad for UPS, but I'm just going to take a quick drink, don't mind me. Ah, nice. Okay. So, 8, 9, 10-ish. Let's say 10. This is going to need 2.1 full belts. Let's bung this to... Do we need a whole belt of blank tech cards? I think it's probably sensible. So let's say a whole belt of blank tech cards going in there, and then on this side, 2 half belts. A belt with 2 halves on it, one for the AI cores and one for the charged matter stabilizers. Are matter stabilizers going to come in charged or uncharged? They're probably going to have to come in charged. Yeah, we'll make them and charge them straight away. Just needs energy, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that you actually need to also plug matter in. I cannot remember for the life of me. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So that is the plan, then. That should be enough. So then we'll put as many of these down as we get away. Oh, we need an output, don't we? Ah, yeah, of course. Of course, forgot how Factorio works. Output is a bit easier. Because throughput is not so much of an issue. So output can go here like this. So then that should tile nicely. Should. Of course it doesn't, because this isn't symmetrical both ways. I should have thought of that. There we go. Perfect. I'm a genius. No, don't cut. Alright, that's fine. That tiles. So then this, if you actually put the speed modules in the Singularity beacons, like so, this is 1,000 per minute. What? 1,100 per minute? Transport belts too. Okay, so it would make more sense to have maybe 2 rows of these. Maybe even 3 rows. So that you don't need a whole belt of blank tech cards going through. So there is some room here to move these. The speed ones are not hugely necessary. Like, they help, of course. But it's the productivity that is the real benefit. I mean, the more of these you have, when you've got infinite resources like we have. Let's try and get it as close to 1,000 as we can, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. 1,001 per minute. Which is, yeah, not a whole transport belt. So 5 of these. 5 of these will be enough. Which is not quite 2 transport belts. So is there any way we can have both like this? So then this one is like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so that both belts of blank tech cards come in, and hey, the science is back up. Like this, and then do output priority to the right. So 2 belts come in here like this. As many as possible go down low. The rest move on. That looks like it's going to be unbalanced, doesn't it? Because these... I mean, the other option is to not have that and go... This is getting weird now, but this is possible. Do a loader to just load the tech cards into the... Oh no, that's not going to work because I need this output to go somewhere. There will be a way to do this. There will be a way to squeeze both belts in. The other option is to also just not care and just do this, and then after like 3 quantum computers, just merge this belt into this belt. That's probably a much easier way of doing it than this faff. Yeah, that's still right. Oh, I worked out why the excuse me, why it was still getting dark, because I didn't have the perfect night glasses equipped. I forgot that as part of the Afraid of the Dark mod, you do actually need to build the perfect night glasses and put them in your power armor. So there we go. This probably needs to go the other way, doesn't it? Like this, output this way. Krastorio 2 does let you press Shift L on an inserter to change where it's dropping. Whether that is necessary or not, I don't know if we can like do this to mimic. So this will drop on the outside and go here. Depends on where this one drops. I can never remember how this works. That would also help. And it would probably be better to just put it somewhere else. Are these going the right way? Yes. Something, anything, doesn't matter. Repair packs. Yeah, so that's going to go on the top. So then, just to show you exactly what I'm aiming for here. And then another one here. Why did I press cut? Another one here like this. You see what's happening? Because this inserter is dropping on the outside. It's going into the... Can I do game speed like less than 1? Just to... Whoa, I can! That's incredible! Why didn't I do that in any of my Factorio over-explained videos? Like, this is so helpful to show people exactly how these kind of things work. Anyway. Available commands are... Thanks. Alright, get rid of this. Can this go away, please? Please leave. Please get off my screen. It's fine. KR, enable radio... Anyway. So this is fine. This will output on one belt, which is what we want. We don't want to have to faff around with this. I guess it's time to just test this, I suppose. Let's just bloody test the thing. We need AI cores. If you don't know what any of these items are, it is fine. It's the downside of working backwards on a mod, is that you might not necessarily know exactly what any of these things are. Charged matter stabilizers. Off you go. And then 2 belts of blank tech cards. And then we want this to be 5 wide. Wow, that worked very quickly. Where are you going? That's still the wrong way. And then just put that in this dump for testing purposes. Okay. Actually, let's just move this over here slightly. Turn my robots back on so they can do it, just so that we've got some visual as to exactly what is happening. Thank you. And we wanted 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then somewhere along the line, you see this is not going to have enough cards. Somewhere along the line here we needed to... I mean, I am curious as to why we can't just do it along every one, but it is... This inserter is pulling from the closer side of the belt, so I suppose we should just test it. Let's test the build like this instead. Prioritize output to the right. And we can change the last one so that it is a dead end. We don't necessarily need to have that going like that. So they're not always spinning. 2 inserters can't bring these tech cards in fast enough. Click the units button to select an inserter. I mean, this is saying 1.5 inserters, but the stipulation is, of course, that inserter rates with belts may be inaccurate. So I wonder if 3 is the play. Three is definitely working. Once you're on 3, it begs the question why you don't just use a loader. But as I say, we're a bit short on space. We could use a loader if we didn't have this fiasco here, because we could go... We wouldn't need this, we could go... No, I still couldn't. Oh no, yes we could do that, and then... Does that fit? It does just about fit. The issue with this is that then on, like, this one, you have to also... I suppose you could do that. It's fine. 3 inserters is fine. I'm not sure the UPS is going to make that much of a difference. Why aren't you working? AI cores? Does this use more than half a bit of AI cores? Did I just forget to check that? That would be really annoying. Oh my god, it does. They both use more than half. Alright, okay, scratch all of that then. 2 rows of 3 it is. That's funny. And annoying. That means that we don't need to do any of this at all. That means this is completely unnecessary. Let's focus so much on getting the... they were so loud as well, aren't they? I hope that come out alright in the video. Focus so much on getting this right that the actual important thing of go away, go away, go away, go away. I got rid of all the reinforced plates from the grid squares edges, as you can see. It just looks a lot better now, I think, now that we've got enough of them. Alright, so we can do this now then. Can do it like this. When you use a loader, it goes to the machine's maximum, which is quite a lot. But it happens so fast that it's not really a huge issue. If we're having 2 rows of 3, then that means we need to turn these down to be some number. 2,500 over 3, 25 over 3. What's that, maths fans? What's that approximation? 8 and a bit. Yeah, 8 and a third. 833 per minute. Each one. So let's get rid of a couple of these. 907. Please be nice and right. 815. 859 is probably as good as we're going to get. I mean, the only other thing to do would be to put a Singularity beacon down. Like maybe take one of these out. I don't know if that's good enough. 836. Yeah, all right, fine. You got me. Should have just done that anyway. 2,508 per minute. Exactly 1 belt of tech cards. Well, not exactly, but you know, exact enough. And no more than half a belt of each of these. Right, okay. That's the design. Is there anything better we could... I mean, we could tidy this up. It's not strictly necessary. I'm just having a quick look. Maybe we get all of these in one row and we can squidge the Singularity beacons together a bit. Sorry, the regular beacons together a bit. I don't see that happening. One would go. We'd need to save 3 spaces. Oh, maybe we would actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might get that. We might get that done. Alright, these can just go. And let's just get rid of these as well, because oh my god, the noise is so loud. Thank you. So, get rid of 1, 2, 3, and then put 1, 2, 3 down like this. Which means we can squish this over, and then squish this over. How do we then power it? We only need half. We don't need this going on now, do we? We only need half of the belt. So that can go on this side. And the substation can go there. Is that still right? Yeah, 2,508. Just making sure. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, that's it. That's the design. We did it. Only took me 20 minutes to design that. Alright, so let's bung these down here just so that we know. Right, so then we want... Thank you. Yeah, 2 belts of tech cards and 1 belt each of the other 2 things. So let's bring tech cards in first. I mean, we're not actually going to bring tech cards in, of course. We're going to mock it up, but we're going to mock it up as best we can. Blank tech cards into Singularity tech cards is the first station. So we don't need 2 belts out of this is fine. I'm thinking that this is probably an acceptable solution again. Or is it? Is it? Two belts. Two purple output belts. Maybe I'll do... What I'd like to do is... Ugh. Why these don't snap to the grid without a actual train on them, I'll never know. Like maybe I could put the infinity cards on... Infinity chests on this side, just so I'm mimicking a cargo wagon being unloaded, as opposed to doing this. But I don't know. No, that's overkill at this point. I'm gonna just do this. So we want this everywhere. But then this only needs to be an 8 to 2. I'm sure an 8 to 2 balancer is very simple, but let's just double check that there's no... Yeah, there's nothing weird about it. It's just this. Squeeze through the thing, thank you. Oh, it's the other way around. Of course it is. I really, really hope that I can get most of my stations designed like this, that when there's 4, obviously there's never going to be enough space, but when there's 3, I do think this is going to be enough space, or at least I hope it is. So then these, oh, squinting, those two need to merge. Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, there. And there, it's fine. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And then that. Yeah, yeah, that's acceptable. So that's it. That's all the space we need for that. So then my plan was to then copy the station and the track and the power poles and just put them in the next available space, which is this, because there's no reason to use any more than this space, because then this will happen like over here. Gonna probably need to think about standardizing the distance between these things, so that just goes there. Join the power poles up. And then this is only one belt, so is this gonna be, this is the same situation, isn't it? This is all exactly the same, except there are some gaps in my RoboPort network at the moment due to I had to take some of the RoboPorts out for this, but they're still at the green is construction, orange is logistics. So if I run out of something and I'm stood in the green, I won't get refilled. You can see this is in red. As soon as I go into a logistics zone, it tops itself back up. So let's just stand here for a moment. So then that one is the charge matter stabilizers or whatever, and then the next one is the next available space down. Whatever we said. What is it? I don't know. You go there, you go as best you can. This way. That one. Signaling would be helpful. Would it be helpful? Not sure. Link the power up. Okay. So before I turn these infinity chests on, this needs to be moved into its final destination. And again, we're going to have the same issue we had before down here, where I'm not the best at making this kind of thing look neat, but what needs to happen is these need to come up and then come down to go into these. So like this one needs to go there, this needs to go there, like so, but also the output needs to happen. And because I've done tech cards on the top, there's going to be some weird overlap going on here. No, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be so bad. I've messed it up. Oh, I can't think of a way to make this look nice. You're not in the right place. Let's just start and see how it goes. You go in there. And you go in there. then half a belt. Oh god, this is the easiest thing to do, and my brain is just not coping with it. Alright, new plan. I'm just going to put this down here so that everything has to run down rather than go up and then turn around, because that sucks. I'm just going to put it here. Because then you go in there like that. These can just be moved across. You go in there like this. No, that's stupid. Need like a 2 gap in between each set, don't I? So that there's room for a set of undergrounds. So then this is there like that, but then it's half of it is going in here. And another half is going in here, like that, and then we'll have an underground there that just goes... I mean, this is a total waste of undergrounds, but we're on infinite resources, so it really doesn't make any difference. And then another one here, you go in, you go in. And then the output is just whatever. May as well make that go as far as is sensible. There. There. You're facing the wrong way. Okay. Are these chests almost full? They're almost full. They're almost full. Let's get rid of this. You're almost sorted. Get rid of you. Is there any reason to balance this belt? Probably. There probably is. There probably is. But we'll do the UPS friendly light 1-to-1 balancer that is not foolproof but acceptable. Is this awful? Do I hate this? Kind of. Doesn't need to be as far over as it is. That would help. The dead space is not helping me out here at all. It could also be this much further up. I mean, I don't know why my builds always end up looking like garbage. Probably because I don't know how to do proper design work, but I think we're good. Even distribution there. Okay, let's turn the thing on. Let's get rid of these for now. Okay, so these infinity chests are blank tech cards. These ones are whatever, charge matter stabilizers. Make sure the train station name is correct because don't want to forget those things later down the line. And then this one is the AI cores. AI cores, thank you. Okay. Let's see if we've made any horrendous mistakes. Go. Anakin Skywalker, it's working meme. .mp4. Why aren't any cards coming out of here? These belts are the wrong way. Banter. That one doesn't even need to be an underground. That was right. That one's right. How strange. What was the top half wrong? It's working. Is it working? Are any of them stopping and starting? Oh, it's not enough output. Because it's outputting onto only outputting onto one half of a belt. It should be enough. It's just not, is it? It's outputting half a belt, but deplete. Why aren't you depleting? You should be going down, not up. Output full. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh. Oh. Why? I can fix this. I can. This is easily fixed. I can do the old. Do this trick. And then one of these can insert close. Shift L. I mean, I hate it. I really don't like it I don't like having to change the inserter distance. I feel like the limitation of inserters only going onto one half of the belt is part of the gameplay. But I mean, the other thing to do would be to just use a loader somewhere. But obviously I made the effort to squeeze this in for no reason at all. Like, absolutely no reason at all. I decided to make it tighter just because I was, you know... Oh well. Don't know what I used... Whoa! What did I press? Oh, I pressed something there. Never pressed that combination of keys before. Don't think you saw anything happen. It's odd that this one is fine. It's the last one doesn't like it. So in fact, if we're gonna quote unquote cheat, we may as well just tell this one to drop on the close side, and then that will just solve all the problems. Because this one has enough space. It's the third one doesn't quite have enough space to drop onto the belt because the top half of the belt is full. Cool. Now are you working? To the production stats, we only actually produce one thing. And it's Singularity tech cards. It needs to be... It's 5,000 in the last 5 seconds. I mean, that's good, right? It's going to dip down as the belt gets full. Yeah, the belt's full now, so... You're almost empty. That was almost good timing. What about the other one? Not quite. Alright, I think we should call this a success. It was a 40-minute video. I mean, it's crazy that it took me 40 minutes to design this. But the beauty of this is that this will work for all of the 3 input card recipes now. This will just be the thing, unless it needs so many of a particular input, which I don't think it does. So like Matter Tech cards is 5, 15 and 5 as well. So Matter Tech cards will be exactly the same. Oh, in fact, it's only going to work for that one. Advanced, utility, and production are slightly different. Production and utility will be the same. It's a 5, a 10, a 10, and a 5. I don't know if 10 needs a whole belt. We're going to have to just cross that bridge when we come to it. It's going to be a nightmare regardless. And then optimization tech cards will use this design, but we won't. This won't be half belts. So yeah, we've designed three. We've designed the three easiest ones. Singularity, Matter is just going to be a straight copy and paste. The ingredient numbers are exactly the same. The crafting time is the same. I mean, that is one of the benefits of Krastorio, so there is standardization between how long the tech cards will take to build. So yeah, cool. So I will do that off camera, at least for the other easy ones. Optimization, Matter. I mean, I could do that now. I could just copy and paste without the infinity chests, but I'm not going to do that because I'll make a mess of it, and I want the videos to not be more than. See how fast that train loaded when the chests were full. The reason it took ages before is because the chests were only loading at like 1/8 of a belt at a time. That's gone up to. We'll have to keep an eye on this. It is sort of fluctuating between 4.9 and 5.1. I think it's okay. Like, there is no. These aren't stopping and starting now. Right. Good. Success. Progress. Thanks for watching. This video is Sunday's video. Sunday and Wednesday is the plan, because that just lines up nicely with my days off and when I can record. So please, any questions, comments or whatever, drop them in the comment section below and I will endeavour to answer them for Wednesday's video. Other than that, don't forget to smash all those buttons. Smash them to death! And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.